Good morning, students. Welcome to literature. Okay, I keep getting literature and history confused because normally we do maps in history, but in literature we do one map study, and that map study is from where our authors and illustrators came from. In this case, we're studying The Apple and the Arrow, and our authors are Conrad and Mary Buff. They're husband and wife team, and they write children's books. He normally, remember we did the author study, he normally is the writer and she is the illustrator. Sometimes they flip, but mostly that's how they work. So we are going to study where they are from. So we're doing a map this week and we're doing another map next week for her. This map is for Conrad Buff. Remember in our author study, he was born January 1886 in Switzerland. So we are going to study the country of Switzerland, but we want to have an idea in our minds where Switzerland is. And sometimes you have to study what's around it to remember where to locate it, okay? So we're gonna start on the outside of the map and we're gonna move in, and the outside is going to be the ocean, all right? And this map looks very complicated. I'm gonna move the camera up in just a bit when I start drawing so you can see what I'm doing. Actually, move it up just a little bit. It looks really complicated, okay? But if you just follow the directions carefully, exactly the way I tell you, it won't be hard at all. The hardest part is going to be coloring, because you're gonna have to learn. Some of you guys have done this last year, but the new students, you're gonna learn a new way of coloring in this class, and you're gonna use this technique all the way up until you graduate, and you're gonna get really good at it. For those of you that are new, it's not gonna be so perfect the first time. Don't beat yourself up for it. Just learn as you go, okay? So this is the continent of Europe, okay? Europe has many countries in it. That's why you see all these odd-shaped circles in there. Those are countries, okay? The way we distinguish the ocean from the country is we always color the part. We don't color in the ocean like you would in a coloring book. You outline where your beach would be, where the edge of the water would be. So I'm gonna go ahead and, as I demonstrate what we're going to do, you're not gonna see me, just listen to my voice and pay very close attention to what we're doing. So here we have land. All this here is land. Down here is land, on the side is land. Here is ocean. It goes around here, around Britain, okay? This is the Mediterranean Sea in here. Remember, those of us who studied Christopher Columbus last year, he sailed up and down the Mediterranean Sea, and he was from somewhere in here. Okay, so what you're going to do is you can start on one end. Let's say you start here, okay, which is going to be, actually, this map is cut off. So you're gonna start, not the bottom one, but the top one, and you're gonna put your color pencil on the black line, and you're not gonna hold your pencil sideways like when you write. You're gonna straight up and down. You're gonna put it on the line, and you're gonna move up and down the line. They're called caterpillar hairs, okay? I'm gonna show you what not to do. We are not going to color sideways like this, okay? If you do that, I can tell the difference between that. And believe me, students have tried and they had to do the whole thing over again. So you're gonna, wherever the line is, you go up and down, up and down. For those of you guys who are my beginners in here, my new students, 7-year-olds, I don't expect you to do it this tiny. Okay, I know that your muscles aren't well developed in your fingers yet, so if you do it this big, I'm okay with that, okay? I'm okay with that if you do it a little bit bigger. But notice this black line, it turns this way, so when it turns, I'm going to turn the paper or my hand and start going in that direction. Let me take this off. As my lines are turning, I can turn my paper so I can keep going straight up and down, see? Straight up and down. Now let me pick another spot. Let me pick this end over here. you're not going to do this. That's not what you're gonna do. See all the white in there? All your lines have to touch each other. So in order for all your lines to touch each other, that means this is gonna take you quite a long time. That's why we're not going to do anything this week except maps for the entire week. So you can do a little bit of blue Monday, a little bit on Tuesday, a little bit on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, I'm gonna give you all week to do this. I will put out one more video that you will get on Thursday. And that video is gonna tell you how to label the oceans. We're gonna identify the two oceans and we're gonna label them, but that's for another video. Okay, I'm going to send a copy of this one home for you so you'll know exactly what lines to follow and which ones not to follow, okay? Be very careful. If you have an older brother and sister who's already done this, please ask them to help you, okay? Don't say, I know how to do this, I know how to do this. If you've never done it before, you're going to need someone's help. If you don't have a brother and sister who have done this before, have your mom and dad come by school and I will sit with you for half an hour and I will help you do it and show you how to do it both. Okay, I won't do it all for you, but I'll help you do some of it, all right? Just, I'm here Monday through Friday from 9 to 2:30. If your parents work and they call me ahead of time, I will stay late if they tell me they're gonna be coming, okay? So call me, do the best job that you can. Make sure, it's important that your color pencil is sharp. When it gets dull, sharpen it again. It makes the lines a lot nicer. The other thing I want to tell you, that the only color that you can do the ocean in is a lighter, like a medium, not a light blue, don't do light. Do a medium blue or a dark blue. Not a teal, not like a green blue. It's going to be blue. A medium blue or a dark blue is what you're gonna use. That's the only color. Try, if you have two different color blues, use the one that's the longest, because if you use one this little, guess what? You're gonna run out of that color. If you keep sharpening it, then you're gonna have to switch to another shade of blue and you're gonna notice it on your paper. So try to pick the longest blue that you have, all right? If you have any questions, call me, text me, but there's only gonna be 2 videos next week. It's gonna be this video that you're watching now for Monday, September 7th, and then another one on Thursday to show you how to label the oceans, okay? Okay, have fun coloring. Bye-bye. Not coloring, caterpillar hairs. Bye-bye.